welcome. It's Rose Smith here from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Hello, Sensational Scorpio. I've got your August horoscope ready. Okay, so there's a couple of T-squares in your chart this month, which is really sort of challenging you around your significant relationships. Okay, so these could be personal or business. So it might be your boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, whatever. But somebody who is important to you, and there's some sort of challenges there with communication, and also, you know, with this sense of being limited or restricted in some way. But you'll work it out. The other thing to note is that there are no new eclipses this month. There are no new retrogrades. Jupiter is going retrograde on the 28th of July, and that's in your house of everyday work, habits, health and well-being. So things might slow down a little bit with your work. If you're working in a sort of piecemeal fashion or casually, you might find that, you know, it's harder to get the number of hours that you would like, or perhaps you're just not very busy at work. Okay, sometimes slowing down a bit isn't a bad idea, actually. Okay, just briefly what I do, I like to draw 2 tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. Then I'll have a look at your horoscope in depth. And if you are new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and look at these cards, see what comes up for you. Okay, so 2 cards, they can represent the beginning and the end of the month, you know, 2 weeks or 2 weeks and a couple of days on each, whatever. All of those flew out, which is way too many to read. But yeah, I do usually read the ones that fall out. But we're looking at the first half of the month for you, Sensational Scorpio. I'm going to take that one there. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? I'm in space. Okay, so this is quite spiritual, and it's like it's a satellite and it's looking for signals. It's trying to receive signals, and actually that's very appropriate because here we have Mercury going into your 12th house, and this is about messages and communications to do with the spirit world. So that's interesting. Let's see what comes up. All right, so 7 of Swords. It's like you're moving away from a difficult situation. This card used to be called the Thief in the Night card. I don't really see it as that. Maybe that was the case in the past, but I see it more positively than that because of these bright yellow legs carrying her away from trouble. There are a number of really good ideas that she has. I've got soot on my finger. I just lit the fire. It's so cold here. Yeah, I was really surprised how cold it is. Anyway, she's got a number of ideas here, and she's making them practical and physical. Okay, she's taking action because she stabbed them in the ground here, which means grounding them in practical reality. There could be some indication of travel here, but it's more likely to mean that the chakras are opening up and more energy coming through to carry you away from a difficult situation. There's no need to look back on the past. See, she's looking back at the past. Don't get caught in that because you won't see where you're going. More important to be present in your physical body, especially this month because it's a very Mars heavy month, and Mars does encourage you to look to the future when really you just want to be present. Okay, so that's not a bad card at all. Now let's look at the second half of the month, and the 9 of Wands come up. This can indicate that somebody's tired because they're coming to the end of the cycle and they're tired of a situation, sick and tired of a situation. There's just a little bit more to go. You're nearly at the end of it. Okay, so if you've had some challenging things in your life going on, you're almost at the end of that cycle. You need to take action though to keep on going, to finish it once and for all, finish the pattern. These baseball bats indicate action, and also the red legs indicate action. So just keep on doing what you're doing. Yeah, it's fine to stop and have a rest from time to time. You mightn't be feeling very motivated You might feel a little bit unmotivated, in fact, but that's okay. You're nearly over that sort of hurdle, that section in life. Okay, I'm going to put them like that, and then I'm going to make this whole thing bigger so you can see what's going on. Alrighty. Okay, so we come to your horoscope now. As I mentioned before, it's a very Mars heavy month, so do be careful. Generally speaking, I'm saying this to everybody, slips and trips, falls and spoils. Okay, so to start the month off, from the 30th of July to the 3rd of August, Mars conjuncts Mars, giving you the desire to make a fresh start. You're feeling more independent perhaps. Maybe you want to take the initiative and strike out on your own. You're likely to have more physical energy now, and you might have more courage, and you want to get on and do something that you haven't done before. With all this energy, you've got to sort of channel it into something that's useful. Go for a walk in the morning if you can, and that'll take the edge off it. And do watch for irritability and impatience. Okay, so this top card is quite an energetic type of card, and it's like get on and make a start in your life. Then also at the same time, we've got Mars conjuncting Uranus. Do watch for this one, because Uranus can sometimes be a little bit crazy, especially to do with relationships here, and Mars. So Mars is 1836 and Uranus is 1842. They're technically conjunct. That means their energies are blending and is actually amplifying, in fact. So watch for sort of wild kind of ideas. You might be feeling a bit headstrong or a bit rash. Wild ideas are fine. It's like, and it happens because we all need a bit of excitement in our lives. So you need to find healthy, good ways that you can be excited, basically. Do watch you don't put yourself into any sort of dangerous situations. Be extra careful when you're driving, or if you're going zip lining or bungee jumping or something like that, be extra careful. What you can do is take a deep breath and try and slow down a little bit, and work very methodically rather than sort of impulsively rushing into things. Your crazy impulses, if you have any, it would be good to write them down, because some of them are probably nuggets of pure gold, in fact. 2nd of August to the 25th of August, Mercury moves here into your 11th house of groups and connections and your hopes and dreams. So a lot of messages here, especially if you belong to any sort of club or association. There could be a lot of group planning events or discussions going on at the moment. And even if you're not in a group, your sense of community is heightened now, and you might just want to go out and meet people, and it's possible you could meet new friends, but there's a lot of communications with other people. 12th of August sees a full moon in Aquarius here at home. Okay, so a little bit of turbulence at home or with your family, but you've probably got a strong desire for privacy and for security, and you might be spending more time at home now. And it's great to be able to stay at home and replenish and rejuvenate yourself. You might do some sort of entertaining with friends, but domestic and family matters are your focus now. The 10th of August to the 4th of September, Venus moves into your 10th house here of vocation, career, reputation, and social standing. And so these become, these are on your agenda. But it's a very positive energy, and you might find that socialising with people in the know or people in more powerful positions than you, if you're working, can lead to something. You can make good friends or meet beautiful people at work or through your work, and it's a great time to enhance your public standing. And just on that note, you've got a fair bit of activity up here, which indicates like a public sort of chart, like more like going out there into the world. And there's a lot of activity on the western side of your chart, which is called a royal chart when you get a lot of planets on this side, and that means that your relationships are more important than usual. Okay, so then we have 10th of August to the 13th of August, Mars sextiling Neptune. This is a great time if you want to give to charity or help other people out. Maybe you don't feel very ambitious or you're not working for your own interests now, which is fine. 10th of August to the 14th of August, Mars trines the Moon. This is also good because it brings you more energy and you're more likely to be passionate about something, okay? You probably act on your instinct and emotion and your impulses. Probably want to go to a football game or a rock concert, and anything that sort of gives you a bit of a rah-rah, makes you feel excited is a good thing now. And then we have 11th of August to the 14th of August, Mars squares Mercury. Do watch this one because sometimes there's arguments under this influence, and so irritability, impatience and frustration could be around. There's a lot of rain outside. If you're hearing noises in the background, that's the rain. So raining in winter, I mean, it's just crazy, the weather nowadays. With this Mars squaring Mercury, when you speak, try to slow down a bit because sometimes things will just come out of your mouth, and it'll be foot in mouth, and you won't have a filter if you're not careful. So yeah, try and slow down in the traffic too if you're driving as well. 18th of August to the 25th of March 2023, which is an eternity of 7 months. Mars is in your 8th house here, and it's very unusual for Mars to spend this amount of time in any one house. Like usually it's only a couple of months, 2 months, not 7 months. So there could be some arguments about things that you share with other people, joint finances, real estate. If you have a home and you're renting it out to someone and you've got a tenant, might be an issue with that. Loans, your interest rates are going up, and they are going up in Australia. And there'll probably be every month actually this year. They'll be going up probably 0.5%, so it'll be a fair whack. So that would mean that even if you're renting, you're still going to be affected because your rents will go up if the interest rates go up, which they will. So there could be some sort of issue here with all of that. Could be fights about money, and it could be with your significant other, because there's a lot happening here in the 7th house, or it could even be a business partner as well. One of the benefits of this, having Mars in this house though, is that your sex life could really improve, and it could be, if you've been with someone for a long time, that there's a rejuvenation of the relationship in some way, especially on the sexual level. 21st of August to the 22nd of September, the Sun moves into your 11th house here of groups, friends and hopes and dreams. And so this brings a lot of comfort, stability, insight and even happiness. If you are in a club or a group, you might be offered a leadership role in some way. Yeah, now the wind's whipping up. That's what that noise is, if you can hear that. So it's very windy and rainy out there. Being part of the community or a circle of friends becomes more important to you, and building social networks also becomes more important. 24th of August to the 23rd of September, Mercury moves into your 12th house here, which is fabulous for your spiritual world, your spiritual life. There's time where you'll be, sitting and just reflecting on what's going on. Your intuition and sensitivity is likely to be heightened now. You might have more dreams than usual and be able to remember your dreams now. If you've got things to do, like projects, you might just put them to the side. It's like a wait-and-see attitude, so sort of sense of patience while you just sit and think about everything and look at your inner world. The 24th of August to the 27th of August sees Mars sextile your MC. This is great for any sort of work, whether it's paid work or not, because you've got more energy. And it's like you've got a clear objective in mind. You know the outcome you want and you're working towards it. and you're advancing your own professional goals or your own achievement. You're really stepping into achieving things. If you are working on projects with other people, you could become the leader of the group now. People in authority respond favourably to you, and you're more likely to attack a problem and solve a problem now. The 27th of August sees a new moon in your 11th house, bringing new beginnings to your friendships, your groups, your hopes and dreams, and you're more likely to meet other people who are more supportive of you now. You could deepen the closeness between yourself and other people as well. And you might find yourself attending cultural events or participating in group efforts now, and they go very well, most probably. 31st of August to the 2nd of September, Venus conjuncts Mercury, and it's likely that you'll be using charm and humour and being very polite, and people respond to you quite favourably now. You're likely to have quite a friendly attitude, which makes a friendly, favourable impression on other people. You might be feeling quite artistic or creative. You could have interests in literature or poetry now. Things like maths and the hard sciences are probably not your bag at the moment, but that's okay. You can just put those harder sort of jobs off to the side. You just want to sort of perhaps focus on matters of the heart and thinking about lighter topics. Okay, so that's your horoscope, Sensational Scorpio. I do hope you find it helpful. Let me know in the comments and leave a like, that'd be great. Share on your socials, I would really appreciate that. If you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Thanks so much for watching, and I'm just wishing you a very insightful month, Sensational Scorps. Okay, have a great month. I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.